We're here today to launch Textmate, which is a 24-hour mental health service where players, coaches, volunteers associated with sport clubs, if they're struggling with mental health and emotional well-being, they can Textmate, and a trained professional will provide them some advice and guidance and support them during any sort of difficult times.
I think it's a wonderful initiative. Anything that can save lives, anything that can ease burdens, anything that can help young people through difficult times is a wonderful initiative.
Yeah, obviously it's good to get a service like this coming in. You know, obviously I think in football especially, boys kind of something they don't want to talk about. Then I think in this generation as well, boys don't use their phones and call people that much, so I think it's a good service. You know, it's a lot easier to text someone, let someone know what you're going through, and then hopefully get some help through that. So yeah, it's definitely a great service.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's really good to have, especially in the clubs, especially for girls coming into the NIWFA as well. Because 16 and up, and you know what it's like whenever you're young, like you don't want to speak to someone face to face, so just even having like a text message like a texting service to text and say how you feel, and they get an instant reply is really beneficial.
Yeah, no, I think it's amazing, especially when you can text for over 24 hours and someone's always going to be available to get back to you. So I think it's important for people that they do take an interest and even take the number down and stuff, and when they do need to speak about it, that this here message is always going to be available and that someone will always get back to you and speak to you.
We're delighted. South Belfast Youth are delighted to team up with Tamhi. I mean, we have thousands and thousands of young people. If we can get the message out there in their darkest moment, they can phone this and text this number, need help or something's wrong, then it's going to be a good thing. It can only be a good thing.
I think it's a really, really good initiative that Joe's and his team have launched. Really important, obviously, mental health, not only in sport, just in life in general. You know, it's a big thing, and it's stuff that we talk about often. Some don't, unfortunately, and obviously this initiative here is to be able to comfortable to pick a phone up and drop a text message and ask for some help.
Our research has shown that sort of because of patterns and behaviours of young people in particular, that they don't really talk anymore. It's all about voice noting and messaging and WhatsApp, and so therefore we believe, based on what we've been told by players, young players in particular, that a text service is something that they would like. The other thing is the context of a text service. If you wanted to make a phone call, you have to go and find somewhere to have a phone call, where in the context of a text service you can text your teammate at any time. And that's the beauty of it. It's a teammate, it's very personal. It's a person, it's someone you can reach out to, you can connect with. And if anybody asks who you're talking to, you text a teammate. And we believe that sort of this will potentially save lives.
And I suppose it goes without saying, but just how important is it to talk about your mental health?
Oh, it is massively important. You know, I think it's something, and again, like talking about it is totally different than actually texting about it. So what I like a lot about this is young people maybe struggle to communicate how they're feeling, and it may be easier for them to text that message. So if that is the case, then fantastic, and long may this continue, and long may people use this service.
Yeah, I think it's so important to talk about your mental health, especially now. People are under so much pressure, and in sport you find yourself under pressure, and there's maybe a bit of a stigma around talking about your mental health, so I think it's important to talk about it, and even with people you're comfortable with, teammates, family, whoever you can.
Like, it's so important. Like, I'm going to bring it back to myself. Like, I would always keep things in, and I'm sure a lot of people are like that as well. But see, once you open up to someone or like speak about it, it's literally a weight lifted off your shoulder.
Yeah, no, I think it's definitely important. Over the past few weeks, we've lost a teammate of ours, and it's important that you need to know how people are feeling and how important it is for people to talk. And listen, as I always say to my friends, and a text message or a chat is important, and you could put a smile on someone's face. So I think it's very important that you do speak out, and it's okay not to be okay.
It's very, very important talking about mental health, because mental health, sometimes the younger players don't really talk nowadays. They do a lot of texting, so texting is a good thing. This text service is going to be fantastic. It's going to be, when it's rolled out, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Texting is the way forward. Young people use text messages rather than phone calls now. They don't phone people, they use text messages. going to be very beneficial to youth football.
It goes without saying, but just how crucial is it to talk about your mental health?
It's really important. Obviously, you know, there's some people don't feel as comfortable, and obviously the way life is now in terms of phones and technology, I think this here is a really good idea in terms of being able to pick a phone up and drop a text, and there's that reassurance of someone on the other line ready to help and talk and being open here. So I think it's you know, fair play to everyone involved. I think it's a really, really good initiative that's been launched today.
It's like a defibrillator. It's sorry if I need it. Hopefully we never do need it, but the statistics from research show that 1 in 8 young people are affected by poor mental health. 1 in 5 adults are affected by poor mental health. So by the sheer statistics, people will need this service, and we know people will use this service.
Anything like this that Tammy's brought on board has always worked in the past, so I'm really pleased he came on board with the South Belfast League to help him push this forward.
If you're struggling, text a teammate, and someone will basically be there to provide you support. Your teammate be on the field.